Alright guys, I'm back with another video with your Dongfeng 250 Hawk. So, if you're buying this from the dealership, I would not recommend to buy this from the dealership. If you buy it online, probably better to buy it online. So far I got a gas leak. Have never dropped this bike or like any damage to the frame or anything that fell. Nothing was damaged on this bike except for the speedo and this one little piece off the frame that came off due to vibration. But I have a gas leak right here that's coming from the tank, and this bike is only 3 weeks old. I just bought this bike like 3 weeks to a month ago, and I already have a gas leak coming from my tank. So this tells me that this is either a used bike or they are just really I'm not gonna say it, but they are really bad at doing their job, or unless their job is just to sell it and not care. But you know, who knows. So I definitely would not recommend this 250 Hawk, just a simple fact, because if there's a gas leak on this one, might be a gas leak on the other ones. I see other videos where they have gas leaks coming from the line or the cockpit. I never seen a gas leak from the gas tank. So they doing something wrong. Like, there's no reason why I should have a gas leak coming from my tank, unless this is a used bike that they already dropped and they repaired and they, did a paint job and all that extra stuff. So that's really frustrating to get off of work and then on your way home you notice you have a gas leak, and that's the reason why your bike's been turning off, because you have no gas. Every time this is my third bike buying from Pioneer Power Sports. And it's tiring to buy a brand new bike and there's always gonna be something wrong with it. So that's another fail for me. For the 150cc Rocket automatic, the reason that was a fail, because the only thing that was wrong with it was an oil leak, and apparently something about the oil sealer from the engine to the transmission cracked or whatnot. But again, it was a brand new bike. I don't see why anything should have been wrong with it in the first place. That bike top speed was about 55 miles per hour, maybe 60. Second bike, CXR STR 250cc. That bike just had too many problems with it. First problem was the vibration to the fairing. Some stuff started breaking off. My horn broke off. This one weld piece that held the pipe up to not make it shake, that broke off. There was this one little thing that I don't even know what it's called, but it came from the engine pushing out pressure of the air. And every time when that tube burnt off, I would have to replace it with something a lot more thicker and stronger, durable. That broke off, and if that broke off, my bike wouldn't run. So that was really frustrating. The brakes are okay, but they went too fast. I don't know. I like the STR, but there was just too many complications that you had to upgrade or adjust and fix. And as someone that just wants to buy a bike and just, ride, it's just too many problems. So no, that was definitely a fail for me, especially since I couldn't do the highway speed. I would not take that bike on the highway unless you're somewhere where the highway speed is 50 miles per hour or 60. This bike was doing great. I actually rode it, was riding in a storm, and I'm in Texas, and there was this big flood that was like up to my knees. I'm about like 5'7", 5'8". I'm pushing it. I'm like 5'7", and yeah, the water was like up to my knees, like just standing. So me being on the bike, it was still fairly up to my knees, and I just rode through it. So it did good in the water and the storm and all different type of weather. But this is right here, this is a problem for me. This leak is a big problem for me. This is where it's coming from, guys. You see it dripping? That is from the tank. There's no reason why I should have a gas leak like that. And I don't see why I should be the one paying something to fix. Because, dude, this is supposed to be a brand new bike. This is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. So this bike is a fail. I want to buy a bike that I don't have to do anything to it. I do not have to repair anything unless I broke it. So for some people it's okay, little minor things. For me, it is not okay. A brand new bike should not be messing up on you whatsoever, unless you broke it, unless you dropped it, unless you caused some type of factor to not have the bike running or operational in any way. Y'all gotta get it together, Dongfang. Y'all gotta get it together. This is unacceptable. All your guys' bikes always having some type of problem, and then you guys overcharge on the mechanic. They say they do like $70 or $80 an hour. He doesn't even work on your bike for the whole hour. He's working on other people's bike in between your bikes, and then they overcharge you. So that's definitely a big problem, guys. I understand people want to make money. They need to make money. Money is definitely an essential that people need to have and get. But, dude, get it together, man.